We'll start with a quiz question. Where am I? Come on, you know this. You saw this very same piazza, magnolia tree, and fountain in episode 9 last season. You give up? All right, I'll tell you. I'm in Piacenza, and I'm on another day trip out to the country. This year I had to wait an hour for my bus, so I walked into town to the Piazza Duomo, where a market was set up. My mood invariably gets a lift around fresh fruits and vegetables, and it reminds me that lunch can't be too far away. Actually, it was only mid-morning, and lunch would still be a good 2 hours coming. So I distracted myself by contemplating the stunning facade of the Duomo dating back to the 12th century, and by taking a brief walk down Via 20 Settembre. By the time I needed to catch my bus, I had decided that Piacenza seemed like a worthy destination of its own on a future day trip from Milan. Today I was going to the Val Trebbia, the Trebbia Valley, and the winding road which follows it is the most direct route from Piacenza to Genova, right through the Apennines. Specifically, I was going to Bobbio, roughly 1/3 of the way to Genova. Banners everywhere reminded one it was the 1000th anniversary of Bobbio's founding. Others proclaimed the recently ended film festival. My first stop was lunch, obviously. I was hungry after the bus ride, and I had selected the Enoteca San Nicola in advance as my lunch venue. The online menu looked really enticing, and I had taken the precaution of calling ahead from Vienna 3 days earlier to make sure they would be open when I was going to be there. As it happened, it seemed very quiet, and the only sign of life was this cat lounging on a bench by the side entrance. Around the corner at the main entrance, I saw why. Something unforeseen had obviously come up. I'm sure the cat knew why the Enoteca had up and closed for the day, but he had no intention of telling me, so I had to find someplace else for lunch. My hunger ruled out a restaurant reconnaissance mission, so I selected the very visible Albergo Ristorante Piacentino, which I'd passed right after getting off the bus, as my alternative. As always in this part of Emilia-Romagna, going with salumi for my antipasto seemed a smart choice. The plate arrived with coppa and pancetta, and the restaurant owner added a couple of slices of salami made from thigh meat with fat from the neck. But the best part were the slices of prosciutto di Parma, knife-cut by hand. Couldn't see any reason not to order the town's speciality for my primo, Maccheroni alla Bobbiese. This is the shape maccheroni have in Bobbio, and I was assured they were handmade. As to the sauce itself, all I could get out of the waitstaff was that it was made with manzo stracotto, or slow-cooked beef, and red wine. The most positive surprise of the meal was my little carafe of Guturnio wine. Made from Barbera and Croatina grapes, it's the leading red from the province of Piacenza. A concluding coffee, and I had the energy for my afternoon exploration of Bobbio.